Well, according to Jim Crow Joe, Biden has pardoned his son, Hunter Biden. You know, that president we had for the past 4 years. Him and Robert Byrd, the president of the Ku Klux Klan, his good old friend, Robert Byrd and Joe Biden. They were buddies in the 80s. So happy to enslave black people. Yeah, from what I hear in the streets, he's pardoned Hunter Biden. Yeah, from down to the firearm charges, the crack cocaine. The crack cocaine, the three strikes you're out laws that locked up black people in the 80s, sent them to prison, put black children in foster care and separated families. Him and Bill Clinton and Joe, their laws that locked up black people for years and years for a gram of crack cocaine. And they ushered that crack cocaine in our communities under the Ronald Reagan administration. Yeah, that good old Jim Crow Joe. Good old Ku Klux Klan Democrat King. I must say, Hunter, you've been taught well. Taught well how to be just as insidious as your father. Like father, like son. Bravo. Yeah. He said, yeah, before I leave out of this White House, before I go, I'll just pardon my son. I'm going to do the right thing for my son. But he has a history of locking up black people for the same damn thing. Sending them away for 15, 20, 30 years in a federal penitentiary. Separating families. Yeah, that good old Bill and good old Jim Crow Joe and Robert Byrd. Separating black families. Yeah, I remember that. My father was a part of that, a whole type of cycle. And they separated me and my brothers too. Yep, sure did. I remember. But anyway, so Jasmine Crockett, the one with the crooked wig, she acts a little crooked, when she's handling herself in the Congress and Capitol Hill. She likes to get loud. She likes to snap her neck and snap her fingers into a Z. Because she really thinks that she can turn this whole country blue. Even Texas at that. But I'm so glad Governor Abbott is standing on business and he's not letting the state go blue. He will continue to keep Texas red. Shout out to Governor Abbott. He definitely stands on business about his state. And he means business. Yeah, she goes in there, she's just yelling at the top of her lungs, and she's behaving like a child with a tantrum, talking about black people being slaves, and girl, you ain't never was no slave, girl. But she's a notorious black liberal. She gets paid to unleash these dangerous lies to the audience. And then the people, the black liberals, cheer her on. Yeah, that's the type of attitude we need up there. She's just saying a bunch of nothing, but she snaps her necks and she gets loud, and they continue to cheer her on. And I'm just like, she makes us look horrible up there. She doesn't represent me at all. Now you realize who you're dealing with now when you're dealing with the black liberal Democrats. You're going to deal with a whole lot of hostility, animosity, and of course a slave mentality. And they take that everywhere they go. It's just ridiculous at some point. At some point, you realize, damn, these people are really unhinged. And you really can't take the slave mentality off their membrane, off their cranium for that matter. But yeah, she congratulated him. Yeah, go ahead, Joe. We did it, Joe. On his way out. One more lash into America. He'll pardon his son. But hey, his buddy old pal, Kamala Harris, she's still trying to figure out how she's going to pay back the $20 million debt. I mean, she went into debt by paying Beyonce, Oprah, Eminem, Megan, Pete, all these celebrities to speak for her. And they got to pay a nice little check to sell their own people. And they'll do it for a measly dollar. just to say, hey, I did that. But they'll never tell you they got a check for it. And they did get paid for it. They got paid a nice chunk of change. But now she's in $20 million in debt. She has no way of paying that. Thank God she didn't win the presidency, because I wasn't voting for her. Glad to see Jim Crow Joe go, and Kamala Harris. Glad to see y'all go after January 20th. Yeah, well, it's been real. You destroyed America for the next 30 years. You left us with thousands and thousands of bills and millions and billions of bills to pay back. And guess, it's been real, and bye. Yeah, Jasmine Crockett, girl, please fix your attitude. But then again, that's the black liberals, and this is what they're capable of doing: having attitude, getting hype, having animosity, and blaming the white man for everything. Keep coming back, more to be revealed.